Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel, Cybersecurity Training with Ypifany. And my first video for this channel. So you will find a couple videos on my Ypifany channel. So if you're not subscribed to my Ypifany channel, go there because there are things over there related to cybersecurity as well. But most of it is going to be here on this channel. Okay. Now, I want to talk about cybersecurity awareness because October is Cybersecurity Awareness Month, as you are aware. Okay. But having worked, in jobs for most of my life, I am very familiar from the user's perspective about what cybersecurity awareness is, and it ain't pretty. Let me just say it like that. Okay. To be completely honest, from the user's perspective, many of us feel like cybersecurity gets in the way, of us doing our jobs. And just being honest, it gets in the way. Okay, all the rules, the things we can't do, and but I'm not going to go into that for this video. But what I do want to say is that there is an amazing website, NICCS, and everything I reference in the video, I'm going to put links to it in the description of this video. Okay, so don't worry about that. So the NICCS website has amazing information about cybersecurity on it. Okay, so if you are in HR, if you have anything to do with training in your organization, training users to use things, or even your IT department, the NICCS website has very, very good training and things you can use to inform the training that you're doing. So please go to that website. Again, I'm going to put links on it. Okay. So let's talk about awareness. Now, I'm in learning. Okay. Learning and development and evaluation is what I do. Right now, I am currently designing a program called Cyber's Future. Can you see that? Isn't that logo nice? So I'm going to talk a little bit more about that before I end the video. So I'm designing this program called Cyber's Future. It's for 6th through 12th graders. Me and the SME who's working on it. And it's really good. I'm going to give you more details about that. But one thing that's important when you're thinking about designing cyber training, okay, is that you have to know the difference between someone being aware of something and then someone knowing something. Okay, awareness and knowledge are two different things. Again, this is cybersecurity awareness. So what exactly are we saying when we say that? Okay, awareness just means you have some kind of an intellectual idea or concept about something. Okay, now just because you're aware of something, that does not mean you know it. Okay, now let me show you. Working in cyber, I know that you're familiar with this model. This is the DIKW model. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. Okay. So at the bottom, you have reality, then you have data, information, knowledge, and wisdom. Okay. So this model is actually used in the SSCP book. Okay. Because the partner that I work with to create this stuff, he was a contributor to the newest SSCP book. Okay. I know that they use this in it. All right. So in this model, you see information and knowledge. So awareness would fall here where it says information. Okay. So now just because somebody is aware of something, cybersecurity aware, that does not mean that they're going to do anything with that information. Okay. Because they may not know how to use it. All right. Now, awareness is a first step. You do want to be sure that the people in your organization, that if you're learning how to do Python or something, that, you become aware of it first. Okay. That's very important. But awareness does not mean you can now go program something in Python. Okay, you have to go steps further in order to be able to do that. Okay, so I just wanted to get that out of the way because that's very important. Now, what does the public know? Now, what do they know about cybersecurity? There's a really amazing, there's amazing research that was done about this by the Pew Research Center. Okay, so I'm going to give you 3 resources. Again, I'm going to put links in the description, but 3 resources for you to go to look at some of this information. All right, I'm not going to go too much into detail about it, though. So the first one is the Pew Research Center research, What the Public Knows About Cybersecurity. That's the name of it, What the Public Knows About Cybersecurity. And this is really nice because, again, if you're in HR or training, you're creating something for the people in your organization, they have a really good they have the test there that they used in the research study for you to take, and you can compare your score to the scores of the public. Okay, so I actually took it. It's not very long. It's like, I don't know, 8 or 9 questions or something. Very, very good questions, though, really good. And I scored better than 91% of the public. Now, the wonderful thing about this one is that they're not just asking if you know or don't know something. They're also asking if you're not sure. 2 of the things I wasn't sure about. Okay, 2 of the things they asked I was not sure about. I think it has something to do with bots or something like that. Okay, now, in areas where people are not sure, okay, that's really where you need to look at developing some training, okay? Because in those areas, what tends to happen is that when we're not sure about something, we just fall back on whatever is most comfortable for us, whatever we've done, we've done in other situations, whether it's the right thing or the wrong thing, okay? So that's a really good test to take, and a test to give people in your organization just to see how they compare against others who've taken that test for this research. And all these things I'm mentioning, this was research done in 2017 and 2018. Okay, so it's not, it's pretty recent stuff. Okay, the next one is, who cares about cybersecurity? Okay, this is another research study that was done. It was a public opinion survey, and it found pretty much that not a lot of people do. Okay. One thing out of the study says adoption of voluntary cybersecurity measures is low. Okay. So people, they're aware of it. Okay. They may even know some stuff. Okay. But they don't really care that much about it. Okay. Now, this next one, this last study done by the Global Cyber Alliance, it said, okay, people actually do care. But what the problem is they don't know what to do. Okay, so think about stuff that we care about, but we really don't do anything about it. Okay, like I don't know, climate change, global warming. Okay, the the hunger issue, in the world. I mean, cybersecurity. People care about that. They care, but what can I do? Sometimes the issue just seems so large. And when we think about all of the stories of Equifax and Target and OPM, which is where I work, for 16 years, getting hacked and people's information getting out there, it seems like the problem is so big. What can I do about it? Yes, I care about it. Yes, I do. But what can I do about it? And that's what this study is saying. It's saying, yes, people do care about cybersecurity and being cyber secure the same way they care about being physically secure. Okay. But unlike physical security, like, I know for the most part what to do to ensure my physical security. Okay. I know to put locks on my doors. I know to lock my car when I get out of it. I know to have protection when I'm walking to my car at night. There's various aspects of physical security that I care about, but I know what to do about it in order to be physically secure. That's not necessarily true in the cyber world. Okay. I know that all this hacking is going on. I know I can be a victim. I just don't know what I can do about it, because it doesn't seem like me having safe passwords or all this other stuff they tell me to do is stopping people from getting my information from Equifax and Target and OPM and, all these other places where people have my information and people are still able to get it. Okay. So again, I'm going to put the links to these studies in the description box so that you have them and you can go look at them in more detail and use some of these resources for what you're doing. Okay, I have notes because I tend to ramble a little bit. Okay, you'll find that out pretty soon. Okay, so back to who cares about cybersecurity. Okay, we all do. I really do believe we all do, and I'm going to tell you all some stories as I go along, with some of these videos about stuff that's happened to me, things I've incorporated into the Cyber Future course, and to other courses, that I've helped to build and develop. So we all care. Either we just don't know what to do about it. I mean, what we can do that will effectively help people, help keep my information safe. All right. Or the time and effort that I need to put in to keep my information safe just doesn't seem to be worth it. Okay. One of my things that I've talked to my own IT people about is like, and I'm not the only one. Okay. Now I'm speaking here as a user, of the things that you all create. I'm a user, but I'm also speaking as somebody who designs, learning and development experiences for in cybersecurity. Passwords. I mean, I have so many passwords, it's crazy. And then in my organization, we had to change our passwords. It was like every 3 months or something like that. It seemed like every day. I mean, it was like, oh my God, I got to change this thing. So in order to do that, I would just like change the number at the end or something, or something easy like that, because it's like, I can't write it down. You're not supposed to do that. A human is only able to remember a certain amount of things. Okay. If I have, hundreds, dozens of passwords across various, I mean, it just gets to be too much, right? So that's what I mean by sometimes the effort to keep myself cyber secure just seems so overwhelming that, I just don't want to do it. And I know that the saying is that the users are the weakest link. I've heard that, and it's true. But let me tell you why it's true. It's true. If the user's the weakest link, the user is the weakest link because they're the weakest link for you in the organization. Okay. Because organizations don't know how to design training in a way that it's meaningful and that people will actually be able to do something and want to invest that effort, that time and that effort into staying cyber secure. Okay. Now I have a whole, I do keynotes and other things I do regarding this about the bringing humanness back to cybersecurity. Okay. And because we forget about that. We have the what is that thing called? I forget what it's called, but it's people, process, technology, right? We're very good about the technology and the process, but we're not very good with the people part of that. Okay. And I use things like risk management, value engineering, putting all those various things together with the work that I do in cyber. We really need, and when I say we, I'm including myself in the cyber community. Okay, we really have to do a better job of training and making it meaningful and relevant. Okay, so that people actually want to do that IT security awareness training that we have to do. All right, we actually want to find out, okay, what can I do, to ensure that my information isn't taken, to ensure that I'm not clicking on a link that I shouldn't be clicking on. Okay, how can we create learning experiences so that people actually want to want to do whatever is needed to be cyber secure, both in the workplace and outside. Okay, so if you need any kind of assistance with that, with designing training, I am more than happy to do that. My information is in the will be in the description. So really quickly, before I get off, I want to tell you all, so some of the stuff I'm going to be talking about on this channel, at least to me, it's really interesting. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, okay, because I am linking learning, development, and evaluation with the way that we design cyber experiences. Now, as I mentioned, we have Cyber's Future. This is something that my partner and I have created. So I work with subject matter experts. Okay, I am not a cyber professional, even though I'm learning a lot. I'm going to tell you all about some of the stuff I'm doing. I created a blockchain, which I'm very excited about. I actually enjoy Python. I really do, and I want to learn more about it. But I'm loving Linux. Linux is a lot of fun, so all that stuff. So I'm going to talk about that. I'm not going to be learning in general. Okay, I'm going to be talking about stuff. So this is a very high level view of the Cyber Future program. Okay, and some of the stuff that I'm actually going to be bringing to you as I talk about the relevance for learning, and evaluation in cyber. We're going to be talking about stuff like binary code. Okay, we're going to be talking about operating systems, of course, hacking, defending, things like that. We're going to be talking about very specific things like Python and other programming languages. Definitely have to talk about Linux. I'm really excited. I really love it. I love, and it's funny because I have to tell you how my partner and I came up with the way we're going to teach about command prompt Linux and PowerShell. I'm telling you, I love it. So I'm going to incorporate that into my keynote when I talk about that. Cloud security, I have a definition of artificial intelligence because we tend to think of artificial intelligence as a certain thing, but I promise you, there is a definition and a way of seeing it that I'm almost certain you've never heard before. Okay, it's very interesting. I absolutely love it. So you'll find that I get very excited about this stuff, especially as it relates to learning and development. And again, if you're not on my Ypifany channel, go there too, especially if you're in HR or you have anything to do with designing learning, either for people who are, who are being groomed to become cyber professionals, or if you're on SecureSet or you know somebody in SecureSet, please tell them about this channel because they need help. Okay, I'm just calling it like I see it. Okay, I have looked at some of the trainings. I've talked to people who've been to training. It's just, let's talk. Okay, we can absolutely talk. I'm here for everybody. Like, this is about making cyber work for everybody because everybody's involved in it. I don't care how off the grid you are. Okay, more than likely, technology impacts your life in some kind of way. Okay, somebody has your information out there. All right, so let's all just work together to get this done. Okay, so that's all I have for tonight. Again, happy Cybersecurity Awareness Month. Go to that NICCS website. There's a lot of good stuff on there. I'm going to put all of the links that I talked about in the description of this video. And I will be back here. I'm going to try to post a video here on this channel 3 times a week. There's a lot of great stuff we're going to be talking about. And I go live because I want to have conversations, right? I just don't want to be talking at you. So if you know how to use YouTube, you can just, write something in the comments. I'll see it. We can just have a chat about it if you want to do that. Okay. All right. So you all have a good night and I'll see you next time. Okay. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video. Okay. Bye-bye.